Shri Guru Charana Kamalebhyo Namaha. Sri Shukdev Goswami said, O King Parikshit, when AngiraMuni and Narada Muni both reached King Chitraketu and saw that he was lamenting so much, he was so sorrowful due to the death of his son, they said to him, O king, the son whom you think is your son, who was he in his past life? What was your relationship with him in his past life? Anybody who is born, his death is certain. Therefore, he is dead now, will take another birth in next life. And who will he be in his next life? And what will be your relationship with him? Then, when AngiraMuni and Narada Muni came to King Chitraketu at that time, Chitraketu's presiding priest, called Purohit in Sanskrit, was there too. So Purohit heard what AngiraMuni told to King Chitraketu, and Purohit responded, saying that, O great sages, without past connections, nobody has connections in this life. All connections of this life depend on past karma. Somebody involves with somebody, that is only due to past karma. O great sage, this child who is dead now must have some connection with the king in his past life. That's why he became as son in this life. Son is called the heart of the father. Atma vai putra namasit. And Chitraketu is the father of this son. That is the connection. And this boy who is dead, he is the son of his Chitraketu. Chitraketu is feeling very sorrowful because his son is dead untimely. Usually law is the father dies before the son. Now son died before the father, so that's why he is so upset. Because Purohit means presiding priest has no spiritual knowledge. They are the priests, they have no spiritual knowledge usually. Or if they have very little. That's why neither AngiraMuni nor Narada Muni paid any heed to what Purohit had said. AngiraMuni said to king, O king, just as in the river, muddy water, river, their sand particles, they unite together sometime and then they again separate and they don't know when they will unite again. Similarly, this material world is like a river in which living entities are like sand particles. They unite sometime, become son, father, mother, wife, husband or something like that. And again they separate because this is the flow of time. O king, whatever people, living entities we see, they were not existing before last life. And in the future they will not exist. You will not see them. Whatever you see now is all temporary bodies you are seeing. O king, there is a spirit soul inside that temporary body which is supposed to be seen. And that spirit soul is the particle of the Supreme Soul, the Supreme Lord, who is the Supreme Creator and the Supreme Controller. He, the Supreme Controller, is beyond birth and death. He creates everyone, He maintains everyone, and after some time, in due course, He annihilates everyone. The Supreme Lord plays like the children who play and seesaw in the sand or in the river bank on the sand. They create some design. They work hard and create design and then they destroy everything. Similarly, Supreme Lord creates everything and destroys in due course. It's like a child's play for Him. O king, less intelligent people think two bodies unite, produce a third body. But it is not like that. Unless the Supreme Lord is involved, two bodies cannot produce the third body. That means Lord is the cause. Just as seeds are planted, they grow. Similarly, Supreme Lord involves, then the body comes to exist, the third body. And body is made out of 5 material elements: earth, water, fire, air, and ether. The living entity inside called soul, spirit soul. Inside the material body is the spirit soul that is eternal. Body is perishable. O king, everybody's body looks different. Everybody's body looks different. Their gender is different, their look is different, their face is different, their bodily colors are different, the design is different. Everybody seems different. But in them, the spirit soul is same in quality and quantity. All of them. But those who are less intelligent, they don't understand about the spirit soul inside. They think animals have no soul, therefore let's eat them. No, it's not correct. They don't understand that everybody's soul is same, equal in quality and quantity. It's one soul living in everybody. They don't understand the clay is one and then potter makes in different designs and puts them outside to dry. They look different even though clay is same. Those who are learned, they see clay is same and is taken different design by potter and put it outside in due course of time. When they break, they will turn again clay. They don't understand. The Supreme Lord has designed all the bodies and put all one spirit soul in everyone, equal quality. They take birth one day and then die in another day. Birth and death carries on to the body, not to the spirit soul. The spirit soul within the body is eternal. Natvaivaham jatunasam natvam neme janadhipa. Na chaiva na bhavishyama sarve vaya mata param. There was no time when I did not exist, God says. And there is no time when they did not exist. Means all living entities. There will never be time when I will not exist, and there will be never time when they will not exist. Only material body changes. When AngiraMuni was explaining this, the king heard and became little sober. He wiped his morose face, faded face, wiped off with a little piece of rag called handkerchief, wiped off. That's why people carry handkerchiefs nowadays. And said to the king, who said to the sages, the king spoke, Chitraketu speaks. Oh, knowledgeable personalities, you seem to be the greatest of the great, or greater than the greatest. You are moving around in the garb of an eccentric, frightening ascetic form called avadhuta in Sanskrit, just to help people who are sunk in the quicksand of material sense gratification. Oh sages, you know everything. First, please tell me who you are. I want to know. Because sometimes it is seen that real saints change their dress or look like eccentric, like little crazy, wearing insane clothes. But they are supremely powerful to bless anyone. Oh sages, they move around this world just to preach to the people like me who are engrossed in material sense gratification and don't have reasoning power, good intelligence to understand their talk. We are like wild animals, king says. I'm just like a wild animal. Under the deep darkness of ignorance, you mercifully came to me. Please give me some spiritual instructions and bring me to the correct path, because now I'm gone stray from real right path. Bring me back to right path. Hearing such nice words from the king, morose king, AngiraMuni said, mostly AngiraMuni spoke, O king, whatever good nature a person has, religious, spiritual, nice nature person has, due to some problems, changes his nature into opposite nature or reverse, goes topsy-turvy. Due course of time, with consoling, person comes back to its original nature, good nature, religious nature, service nature, like that, helping hand. Just like water, nature of water is to be liquid and cool. That is nature of water. But sometimes the water is put on the stove and comes to boil, becomes hot water. But in due course of time, when removed from the stove, again turns back to cool water. That same water put in the freezer turns into ice cubes. But that is not real nature. When he brought out from fridge, brought it outside, again turns into liquid. Similarly, those who are pious by nature, those who are devotees by nature, those who are viveki, thoughtful, due to certain circumstances and tribulations, they may change. But little consoling, little instructions, they could be brought back to their original nature. That's why they are saying that you are a great devotee, O king. Now your son is dead untimely, that's why you are lamenting, but you are not necessary to lament. They will tell further. Come to your senses. You are a devotee. At the time of calamity, difficulties, problems, you have turned like this. Come to your senses. Serving sadhus means real devotees. Associating with sadhus means real devotees. Keeping connection somewhere or other with the sadhus regularly means real devotees. Serving the sadhu means real devotees. Never goes in vain on king. Oh king, you have served many sadhus. Only problem is with the person. Sadhu gives blessings. The problem is the person. Some persons, they have done good karma in their past life, they receive quick result. The blessings fructify quickly. Some persons who have not done sufficient good karma in past life, they take some time to fructify the blessings. Just like you throw some seeds on the ground, a fertile ground, some seeds grow quickly, some grow later on, but they practically all grow. AngiraMuni further said, O king, when you were hankering intensely for a son, I gave you one son. Due to me you had a son. I gave you. You got it. But you had forgotten me. You only thought of your son. That's why this son is gone. That's what it meant, but he did not say that way. I am Angira Rishi who gave you the son. Did you forget me? Do you remember me? And the person standing, the sage standing next to me is Narada Muni, the son of Lord Brahma. He's telling. When we both saw you from up there, so miserable, sorrowful, tormented by the untimely death of your son, we thought of coming to you and console you. You know, devotees should not lament that bad for the trouble. O king, you are a devotee. Yes, you are a devotee. When I came first time to you, I knew you are a devotee, and I could not preach to you the further devotion. I could not introduce you to further devotion, to make you more advanced, because you were intensely craving for the son, for a son. That's why I did not preach to you. And I gave you the son, and you became overjoyous, and you forgot me. And whatever problem and lamentation you are experiencing now, you can imagine how much problems they must experience who have sons in their house. For one son you are having this trouble, so much trouble. What is about those who have more sons? You know, O king, house, wife, husband, children, money, wealth, opulence, sense-gratifying objects, the kingdom, the earth, your army, your treasury, your servants, your friends, your relatives, they are all temporary and cause problems. They are seen sometimes physically, they are seen sometimes, but they are not permanent. They don't have permanent body, but in them there is a spirit soul which is permanent. Those who are wise, they understand it. They relate with the spirit soul. They don't relate with the material body. They know material body is the cause of problem and is temporary. They will depart, and if I am not in knowledge, I will lament. These relations make one become drown in the darkness of ignorance because they create attachment. When a person is attached to his wife or his son or a husband or a house or friend or somebody, when they are separated, they become sorrowful. One day they have to be separated because it's temporary bodies they exist in. This material body consists of 5 material elements: earth, water, fire, air and ether. Not only that, it has 5 gross material senses, working senses, and there are 5 knowledge acquiring senses, and has one mind. Consisting of these 16 makes one body. And those who are in bodily conception of life, they go through tribulations while alive. They experience 3 categories of problems. Number 1, problem created by demigods called Adi-Daivik problem. Cyclone, we don't know what, earthquakes, like that. The problems come from the demigods. Then second problem is Adi-Bhautik. Material nature gives problem. Other living entities come, snake bite, mosquito bite, we don't know what has happened. Or some person will give trouble. People are envious. They will create problem. Knowingly, unknowingly, they will create. So problem. Then there is a problem called Adhyatmic problem. Means problems coming from within. Person goes crazy, insane, schizophrenic, or gets typhoid, fever, malaria, we don't know what, something problems come from within. Called purging, toileting hundreds of times a day, 10 times a day, maybe. Like that. So, anybody who is bodily conception of life, they face 3 categories of trouble. They have to. Therefore, you must understand, O king, material bodies are applied to the spirit soul is to experience problems. I tell you, O sage, AngiraMuni said, O king, AngiraMuni said, I tell you, O king, control your mind. Not let it go everywhere. Keep control over the mind. And establish connection with a pure devotee. Not AngiraMuni is telling just for king, telling for everybody. These instructions are for everyone. Establishing connection with a pure devotee surely lead you to highest abode, the spiritual world. When king heard carefully, Narada Muni could see. So Narada Muni said, Narada Muni speaks. O king, I will give you a mantra, give you spiritual initiation. Take from me. And attentively, carefully chant every day without fail. If you do so, then 7 days and 7 nights, you will see the Supreme Lord. What it means? It means if you take initiation from a scripturally authorized pure devotee, the mantra he gives you and you chant regularly, wholeheartedly, in very short time you will experience the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then Narada Muni gives proof. What mantra I am giving to you, it is also used previously by Lord Shiva and great demigods in the heaven. They chanted this mantra and they saw Lord Kṛṣṇa face to face and they became glorious. Means Lord Shiva and demigods became glorious because they saw the Supreme Lord, they chanted mantra. Mantra chanting is important. Hare Kṛṣṇa, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Chant this mantra regularly. Receive it from a pure devotee who is authorized by scriptures. This is the only way. If you don't have your guru who is authorized by scriptures, you must change immediately. Not wait one more minute. If your guru is not authorized by ancient scriptures written in Sanskrit by Vyasadeva, you must change that guru immediately. Then only you will receive benefit. So Narada Muni says, look, a mantra I gave you, it is already proven to be correct. You will see Kṛṣṇa face to face. Your highest position, going back to Godhead, is guaranteed. What it means? Means as a human being, we should all accept initiation from a perfect guru who is a pure devotee authorized by scriptures and follow his instructions till we depart from this world. Thank you very much.